Here we go. I'll just let it play and we'll listen to this part.
30, she can't nail down Chad, and she can't offer any man in her 30s the ability to establish modern nuclear family. So when you have Nicolina coming up to me and Kush saying, hey, you need to get a woman, and well, what kind of woman are we talking about here? What kind of woman are you talking about a woman like yourself in your late 40s who's fresh out of eggs? Or are we talking about a young?
So here Bullets is trying to point out that, people like Nicolina consider themselves to be catches when they've let themselves go. They don't go to the gym. Their idea of working out is going to the end of their neighborhood road, which is probably like a quarter of a mile, and then walking back and maybe checking the mailbox and then walking inside. And that's supposed to be the workout for the day. And that's like a stretch. Like doing that is considered a big deal. So Bullets is trying to point out that why am I trying to break my back over a post-wall 40-year-old who's let herself go? And here we go.
Woman like your virgin daughter who has a full carton of eggs. Are we talking about in your late 40s who's fresh out of eggs? Or are we talking about a young woman like your virgin daughter who has a...
So he says, or are we talking about a young woman like your virgin daughter,
a full carton of eggs,
who has a full carton of eggs? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like that statement. I disagree, and I also disavow with the way Bullets is speaking. Now, she said just a few minutes ago and this morning that I did not correct him. So let's let it play.
That would be willing to help me establish modern nuclear family and progeny. You see where I'm coming from?
So as soon as he finishes his statement and there's a pause.
This is where women miss it. They make it the problem with women.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about her daughter in that way. Wow, do y'all see this? This is me speaking right now. As soon as he pauses, so where I can, and I actually interrupt him because he goes to try to make another statement, and then I interrupt him. And I'm like, yeah, but we're not going to talk about her daughter in that way. Because her daughter's like 16 or 17 years. Because her daughter's like 16 or 17 years old. So I immediately stop him and I go, no, that's not right. We're not going to talk about that. But this bitch who keeps her viewers in a cult, believing lies, will continue to lie. Bring this up.
I believe a month later, and neither Kevin nor Inselec said, whoa, that's inappropriate.
Okay, so she's saying that.
Where women miss it. They make it the problem with women.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about her daughter in that way because her daughter's like 16 or 17 years old. But,
I'm just saying.
So I immediately correct Bullets. I immediately let him know that we're not going to talk about her daughter in that way because her daughter is a minor. So I don't understand, Nicolina, how you spread these lies. I get that you don't like me, but for you to do what you do on a daily basis and lie the way that you do to the people that depend on you, they go live or they watch your streams and they hang off from every word that you say. And then you so easily, so briskly just lie constantly. You lied about the venue of this panel. Then you lie saying that Incel X and I just allowed this to fucking happen when we didn't. We corrected him and we got him to stop. And Bullets for Teeth corrects himself.
When her daughter turns 18 or 19, she's going to offer up her virgin daughter to...
So he says when her daughter turns 18 or 19. So he does correct himself. He does correct himself there. And I said, hey, listen, we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about her daughter that way. So even though I don't like you, Nicolina, in fact, I would go so far as to say I do hate you, I still defended your daughter. And you still tell lies.
Chica.